Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to a new episode of the TypeScript Tea Time. With me, I'm your host, Mirko. And with all the guests that we have in our chat, um, welcome back in to the Tea Time. Kusto, nice to see you. How was your week? Hope you had a great and successful week. Good to see you back. Yeah, and yeah, let's maybe dive right into it. From time to time, I'm coming back, particular uh, because answers in the chat take some time. So to to bridge that, I'll just start with the coding to some degree and talk about what we did last time and what we want to do this time. And yeah, then we can at the same time talk from time to time. So I'm going to check up on it. You got vaccinated. Woo! High five. Tea for you. There we go. Lots and lots of tea. Probably, yeah, thinking about it, it must be, I mean, once the side effects have calmed down, it must be refreshing, right? Knowing that, okay, from now on, at least I'm fine from like getting it, getting Corona or COVID. Although there's unfortunately still the chance to. Okay, I'm talking out of half knowledge, so maybe check that. As far as I know, there's still the chance that you have the virus inside of you and give it to other people, which is kind of a bummer. But knowing that at least you don't have to suffer through it is a lot better, I think. And then, of course, we need to be careful, everybody. Yeah, so good for you. Anything on the software side? Also, Mace Grace, hi, welcome back in. Good to see you. Anything on the software sides from you guys? I'm curious, kind of the wins of the week. This is a stolen concept from Clarkio. A great streamer, by the way. So if you want on Fridays, how do you? I think you write him like this. Does that work? Yeah. That's it. Great streamer, and also doing a lot of what's it called, open source stuff as well as free stuff. And his stream has a lot of effects, like voice messaging that you can make, or he has a button so that he vanishes from his stool. Somehow he was able to have a filter that only filters out himself, but the chair is still there, which is pretty amazing. Yeah. In any event, let's look at, so if you like, I'm curious, tell me about it. What were your wins of the week? Also on the software side, but if you like, also on the more general side. So last time, I think we basically got the app together. Let me start the container here. Docker container start Mongo so that we can actually start. Is it already running? No, it's not. Do we have Mongo installed? Yes, I do. Oh no. I need to kill my Mongo. Sudo apt remove MongoDB. Probably that's the simplest way. Sudo apt auto remove. Sorry. Should have. Yeah, I was playing around with some DevOps stuff also which will be useful for our stream. I hope we can do that next week when we actually deploy stuff. And in the meantime, I had to use the Mongo shell, but it also oftentimes, because it's the simplest way, it also installs the server and sets the server up, which is annoying. So if we go to netstat -tulpn tulpen, we should see that, yeah, the MongoDB port is free. Perfect. So now let's start MongoDB. There we go. Docker PS. That's running. And now we can start the app as soon as I go into the right directory, which is E7. Here. Oh, it actually saves the terminal configuration per project. Interesting. I didn't know that. So Docker PS is running. Now we can do yarn dev as soon as I step into the server, I guess. Yarn dev. And now we start our Nest app. Make some deep fried chicken from chicken thighs. That sounds good. You're doing a lot of cooking, I guess. Deep fried is nice. It's so tasty. Yeah, there's just something about being deep fried. And there's something about tea. Totally into character. There's something about tea. No, there's something about cheese. Which, wherever you put cheese on, it just gets better. Maybe I should put cheese in my tea. Is that a thing? Do you think there's cheese tea? Now I'm curious. What just happened? Come on, Google. Cheese tea. Jesus Christ. It's green or black tea, with or without milk, topped with a foamy layer of milk and cream cheese, and sprinkled with salt. It somehow sounds disgusting, but you doubt it, but there is. Typical for bubble tea. It sounds disgusting, to be honest, but I would like to try it. It looks a bit like beer. If you look at it like this. It looks a lot like, yeah, this is beer, isn't it? With sea salt. Bubble tea. Interesting. Interesting. Try it. Yeah, so as we can see, we already have kind of the chat messages running here. So I started the server. It did connect to the database somewhere inside of here. Routes resolver app type goose model here. It did connect to the database. I think this one. Type goose core model. It tastes like cheesecake. Oh, you had it? Nice. Cool. It tastes like cheesecake. Liquid cheesecake. I mean, there's also cookie. Like, I love cookie dough. Duff? Yeah, Duff, I think. Like the unbaked cookies. And they actually sell unbaked cookie Duff. Not for baking, but actually just for the taste. Try it at Dusha Taiwan Tea House at S. Ostkreuz. Interesting. Maybe I will. Maybe I will sometime. Sweet. Cheesecake. Yeah. So you can have cheese with your tea. It's proven. Mace's Grace has proven it. Cheers, everybody, by the way. Or cheese, everybody. Oh, that was a terrible joke. Jeez, I should stop it. Maybe I just end the stream with it. Cheers. A cheesy joke. Oh, adding to it, are you? You're adding to it. You want some? Come here. Come at me. Oh, my bad. So what we can do, let's do a little game. So everybody knows how things are working. If I write !ambush, then an ambush happens. Currently only here, but still. An ambush, your party is in water. A wild sea hag appeared. Be prepared, the attack starts in 30 seconds. So if we !join, it's also kind of working. I'm currently trying to to test that everything is still working. Not having touched it for a week always leaves me in a kind of delirium. Like, where did we actually stop? Did it work at the end? I don't remember. Yeah, Mace's Grace. Good to see you with me in battle. And if we type !attack, so you can't see it. Jesus, my face is in the way. Can I move this just to the side? Like so. Here. My bad. My face was in the way. Joined the battle. TypeScript Tea Time and Mace's Grace stand united in battle. TypeScript Tea Time attack. Sea Hag received 4 damage and 17 HP left. The Tea Hag is... Jesus Christ. Too much tea. The Sea Hag doesn't have too many HP, fortunately. So let's quickly pull it down here together. !attack. Let's wait. So currently... Oh. Wait, it didn't attack. Let's ignore that for now. I want to attack too. Yeah, you kind of did. Master of Hearts, winner of hearts. If I put this in the background, probably Twitch will think that I'm making ads for beer, and then they block me. So let's do it like this. Yeah, so victory. Sea Hag has been struck down. Mace's Grace earned 300 EXP. So if I do ambush again, I think nothing will happen. Yeah, but that's fine. That's expected. At least for now. So let's look at the README. And not this one. Let's look at this README. And we see... What do we want to do? Probably the first thing that we want to do is actually persist our progress, because that's fun. Thanks to our new architecture, the architecture that all the game logic is actually abstracted away from all the like Twitch and TMI.js and whatnot, we can actually unit and integration test just the battles, so we can make sure that our battles are actually perfectly working without and very easily without having to integrate anything with Twitch. Resolve all the to-dos. I think we did that last time. For that one's fine, but that's too dumb. Here, persist data. That's the persist progress or persist data. That's the only to-do left. Display attack messages in a visible place. Have server running all the time. That's actually saying deploy. That's what we probably... I aim to do it next week. I did have a lot of preparation for it with AWS CDK. But you never know. So let's make this one work first of all, and actually persist, because then we're pretty much in the stage of of close to finished. I don't know what apply values to fights mean. Any ideas what that might be? So let's just remove it, I guess. And let's go into persisting the data. So what we want to do is when do we want to persist data? Now that's the first question. Do we want to persist progress? Let's do it down here. Do we want to persist progress on every attack, or on after every turn, or on end of battle? I suppose probably every turn might actually be simpler. Also in join. What do you mean by that? On join. Good point. I think that's already handled, to be honest, because we basically just call the create method, if I'm not mistaken. The question is more like, when do we want to make sure that everything is flushed down to save the player? Yeah, I think we kind of got that one covered. Good point. So we can already set one checkpoint. Nice, nice, nice. And we can drink some tea already. If I find it, chat service, I think. On join party, we do find one or create, and that actually writes into the database. So that one is actually done. Woo! That was easy. Best feature ever. No work. So we can do it after every turn. Rest. That's not what you mean, right? State transfer tag. Great. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for celebrating. So let's maybe try this one first, and then we see what happens. How does that sound? I think. I mean, wait. Is this all? This dot party dot for each. We need a for loop. We do need a for loop for adventurer of party do adventurer dot. Well, that didn't work. This dot party. Thank you. Adventurer dot save. Why is there no save anymore? Shouldn't there be a save method? This would couple. Maybe we push that one outside. Other than that, why is does the adventurer not have any We do have the type. Because it's not... We actually need an adventurer like here. Wait, what? Shouldn't someone have save? Here. This guy. Okay. So document type of adventurer. Interesting. So this promise is wrong. Aha. The promise was wrong. And all of a sudden, everything looks nice. Yeah, that's one reason why. So did you see what happened here? Because we did make an explicit return value, it actually, I think it narrowed down the type, which is good sometimes, but which is not what we want currently, because we want actually also the save method. So we want to say adventurer.save and everything is fine. I think this is the default value anyway. We can probably really move it. To do check that this is the default value and move. And yeah, so once we have this guy, we can actually probably, where's the chat service? There it is. Join party, render battle events, end battle, all battle log, battle. Okay, let's keep it simple. This dot battle dot. We actually don't have access to the party. Huh. The party. Where do we do have the join here, right? So battle.join, it's the party member. And then things happen. Maybe let's do the following. We actually keep track of all the private joined adventurers, which is not the same as the party, because the party, I think, might not contain dead people. Well, this one actually does. And we say this one is document type. Do this one, return type of adventurer service dot create, find one or create, and we want type of. Why do you not exist? Find one or create. There it is. Okay, this is too complicated, I think. In that case, we just say document type, and we take type goose model, and we say adventurer. We take this guy. And we say it's an array. That's fine. So now let's fix these again, because for whatever reason, it breaks it again. like so. And now we can, whenever we join, we also say push this dot push, and we say adventurer. Bams. And now we can render, we can go through the list, and this dot adventurers dot let's maybe we do have the battle log here, and I suppose we can actually do stuff right here then. Why do we do it like this, by the way? So what I want is go inside of here. Ah, this one only renders. Okay, I see. That's why we have split it. Can remove that one. And once this is only run if we have new messages, right? So all of this means new events, or has new events. That didn't work. Has new events. So if it has new events, then we do all of this, else we do nothing. And having events, we can actually save this dot, these guys dot, so for each, not for each, for adventurer of this dot join adventurers, we do the following. We do wait, I suppose, adventurer dot save, and put async there, and that's it. Yep, that's it. So every 10 milliseconds, in the worst case, if something happens, we save everything. And that's it, I guess. Is that it? Really? That's so simple. It's too simple. We also need to clean up the battle, right? Because I did add some stuff here. So the question becomes, why do I not do it inside of the battle? Because that would couple the battle to the database logic. And as I said earlier, I actually want to completely shut off or decouple the adventurers, the battles from Twitch, from database, from whatever. And we can do that with the help of this. I suppose that's it. We probably also want to clear it, this dot joined adventurers dot equals empty array. At the very end. Yep. Okay, let's try it, I guess. Or do you think we forgot anything? So how do we test this? By we start a battle. So maybe start an ambush. Or let's see. Look at existing database first. Second, start an ambush. Get attacked. Check via API that the HP have decreased. So it's only going down. There's no way to heal. Are you ready? I'm not, because I have to fill my teacup first. Are you ready? Let's do it. We look at the existing database, and by that I mean look at existing adventurers via API. Oops. That we can do easily. We can do. Yeah. Somebody is watching anime. Yeah. There we go. We have TypeScript tea time and we have Mace's Grace. Ah, we don't have HP. We only have HP per level. In that case, we need to give ourselves XP. Let's do that. Wait, what? Do we want to persist the HP? Nobody's healing. Ever. We can also instead try to make it work with at the end of a battle first. Should be easy enough. So basically we move this one out. We say private persist save adventurer to database, and then we do this bamps async. You don't have to be async. You do, because now we do await and battle, and we say this. And before we do that, we probably give everybody some XP, which we do in the battle or outside the battle. I don't know. Let's do it here right now. For now, this dot adventure. Let's do it right here. Adventurer dot experience equals plus equals, let's say 100. And now we should see something. Let's do it. Ikea! Nani? And you can't see anything. Let's move me up there, I suppose. Okay, so the wild bugbear. Oh no, it's a bug. It's a bugbear. Exclamation mark join in the chat. To join, and then we can exclamation mark. Why is it a bugbear? How does a bugbear actually look like? 5th edition. Wait, what? That's a goblin. This guy, I suppose? Or this guy? The bugbear. Anyway. Oh, HK Savage. Gusto also joining in. It has bugbear tags, joined exclamation mark attack in the chat, or you can also put it somewhere inside a message. So like this. Currently it has 9 HP left. The bugbear. Let's defeat the bugs. No bugs for software. Not for our software, at least. And then we hopefully see something. So currently nobody had any XP. Come on, attack anybody. Thank you. Squash attack. Victory! We earned 300 XP. That's not right. We only earned 100. Or it's 300 for everybody. So everybody gets 100. Of course. Safe. Test. And we sent the request and we see everybody has 100 XP. Woo, it works! It's working. Oh! Master underscore bait. I like that she says underscore. Master bait. Nice to see you. Welcome to our tea time. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Nice to see you again. So how's it going? How are you? How was your week? So we're currently building kind of DnD battles. In chat, you've kind of already seen one. The easiest way to join is as soon as somebody exclamation mark ambushes. So we get attacked, and then we can exclamation mark join the battle. And yeah, all that is not only done once, like as soon as a battle ends, everything is gone. No, as of now, we actually have persisted progress, except that I will throw away the database. But ignore that. As of next week. I joined, but I should not get XP. I did not take a hit, and I did not attack the monster. You should. We're kind of... everybody's welcome here, so you should get XP, even if you haven't attacked. As long as you've joined. I mean, that's already one part of the battle. Do you remember there was in Pokemon? Did I close Google? Chrome? There was in Pokemon, there was this... My face is in the way again. EP sharer, I guess. Pokemon. Yeah, EXP sharer. And as soon as you are in the party, if you have this item in your so it's first edition Pokemon. As soon as you have this item, maybe it's XP share. I'm not sure. What's the name in English? XP Teile in German. XP share apparently. Or Gokshu Sochi, of course, learning equipment. As soon as you had this item, all of your team members who are in your party, like the 6 Pokemon, up to 6 Pokemon that you can have, got XP. And of course we have an XP share. So of course you get XP. Nice. Yeah. And you can also have some tea if you like. All right. So aside from Mass Debate, we also have another follower, Jamie and Sammy. Like 5 days ago, they apparently found our nice community here and said, hey, I want to have some tea too. Let's join in. By the way, did it make the video where it's pouring tea and it says, and then it says, okay, Mass Debate joined our tea time. Anyway, so yeah, very important point that we've just reached. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And now, what do we actually do? So now we now know persistence actually works. Now we can think about what do we actually want to persist. So for starters, I would say we actually really just do the, let's see, the XP at the very end. And then we deploy everything, or we finish today. Next week we deploy, and then we can work on features, or we can do another project if if we want to, but we can definitely play some rounds and add some stuff to it as we wish, because all the infrastructure is there, all the code is there that we can just extend, and it's written in a way that it's actually extendable. Love it. You gotta love it. So for today, let's go into the README, or let's at least add level ups, I suppose. And we just take the level +1 as plus level damage. So higher levels make more damage, in particular on average, as lower level people. So what we can do for that is we go to our chatbot. That's fine, we can stage that. We go to our chatbot and we go to our line that we have actually changed, which is here. And we say, okay, experience is fine, and save it. Then if adventurer dot, so I will do this here for the time being. We can move it to a better place in a minute. Dot experience is greater than 1. Let's keep it simple. 300, so 3 battles and you level up. Then adventurer dot level plus equals 1, and then we save it. All right, I guess that's simple enough, for the time being in particular. Yeah. The better way is to put it inside of adventurer and have a method get XP, and get XP automatically pushes the level as soon as something happens. So let's do some ambushes here. And I will actually, let's do some ambushes here. So we already have exclamation mark ambush. So exclamation mark join, so that we can do it. So you might get your first level for free just now, for free, a complete level up. If you join now, exclamation mark join in the chat, you get your first level up for free, making one. Oh, somebody's fast. And then we can exclamation mark attack again. So what are we actually fighting against? Your party is in another plane. A wild quasit. What's a quasit? Made me at free. Yeah. You all want something for free, right? Quasit. Oh, this one's gross. This one's gross. I definitely don't want to meet it at night. Not find familiar, very unfamiliar, not for kids. In any event, 2 HP left. Just one more hit. One more hit, and then it's gone. So masturbate if you're still watching. Exclamation mark join to join the battle, as the others did, and then exclamation mark attack to attack the monster. You had me at 3. Oh. I should use it more often. 3. For 3. At no costs. No, that's too negative. For 3. So let's finish it. Oh, there it's gone. The Quasit was struck down. Everybody received 100 XP, and we can actually see that if we go to our test. We see, come here. Everybody has 200 HP now, XP. Oh, and one thing that I've almost forgot, if there was a level up, I want to, let's do a modulo here. Modulo, where's modulo? Where's my dollar? Percent, there. Is equal. Wait, what? Oh, how about this? +1. I think this should work, right? So we have a base level of 1, or let's say 1 plus. We have a base level of 1, and whenever we go above the multiple of 300, we don't take modulo, we just take divided. And we floor it. Math.floor. Math people in the chat, help me. So we take the experience, say, for example, 700, then we divide by 300, which means 2 rest 100, and it floors it. So 2.33, it floors it to 2. So we have base level 1 plus 2 additional levels, which means level 3, which is correct, right? I hope. For the time being. So another ambush, the last one for now. Oh no, it's another bugbear. Another bugbear. Attack it quickly. Exclamation mark attack. I didn't join. Yeah, I didn't join. And it doesn't attack if you don't join. Exclamation mark attack. Join the battle alongside you. It has 0 HP left. Oh, it's done. Woo! And I think this is the point in time where we actually have a couple of level ups. Yeah. Level 2, it works. Can we also get some loot? Take it easy. Take it easy, my friends. First of all, here, T for you and us, and great job. We did it. We have level ups, and it's actually persisted. Is there a web API for DnD loot? There definitely is one. Don't even ask about it. There definitely is one. There's actually on Twitch, they have a large community of people just playing DnD. or developing tools for better visualizing DnD and stuff. It's interesting. But yeah, for the time being, let's keep it simple, because I want to go into production mode as quickly as possible from here on. So we kind of have completed our project from episode 2 in the sense of having leveling up. It gets persisted. We can play it again and again. We cannot play it again and again. Damn it. That's one thing that we have to take care of now, because for whatever reason I cannot !ambush again. That's one thing that we still have to fix. But then everything is fine. Why does !ambush not work? Now that's the big question. Let's go to the README for a sec here and see. Okay, we do persist. Perfect. This is progress. We can play multiple rounds with new adventurers. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And I also want to change this message quickly, because each earned 100 XP. Yep. For the time being, that's fine. Now, now. What did I want to do? Can play multiple rounds with new adventures joining. Okay. So !ambush for whatever reason does not work twice. If we do ambush, we go set a new battle and start this watch battle logs. Perfect. So that's fine. Do we actually reset this? We don't. We clear it, but we don't reset it. So we say this dot watch battle logs equals undefined or null. Undefined. So we reset this one. Save everything to the database. We actually promise a file, but whatever. Intentionally not awaited, let's say. And whatever. Wait. Async. But it's still not really awaited because this one runs a lot. So we clear it. We set this one to undefined. We set also this one to undefined. And then it should be fine. So for debugging, let's do this. If message dot includes abort or flee, then we do this dot we do need to start a new battle. Okay, that's fine. I think what I want is this here. This dot end battle. Oh, we are now getting even more XP for free. Nice. Did you hear that, Kusto? For free. I said for free. So now if we I don't see why !ambush doesn't work a second time. Do we have any other? Last log count is not reset. Ah. Aha. This dot less log count equals back to 0. Anything else that we have to reset? The MI client is fine. We only want to connect once. Adventurers is fine as well. It's giant. The battle we reset. We also now reset the last log count, and I think that was the problem why it's. So it probably was actually working, but it just didn't print it. Mind blown. Watch battle logs, we reset it. And the joint adventurers we also reset. So now if I just do exclamation mark ambush and exclamation mark flee and exclamation mark ambush, it works. Oh my god, no. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It works. So we don't want the flee command actually. And I think now everybody has actually 400 XP. No, still 300. Because we've... Why didn't we get the XP? Wait, what? Why didn't we get XP just now? End battle. It should have run save adventurer to database. Debug flee. Exclamation mark ambush. We get attacked. Exclamation mark debug flee. Or if I type exclamation mark ambush again, nothing happens. Yeah, nothing happens. As you can see here, we got ambushed once. This icon is the nice thing to look for. But if I type it again, nothing happens. Does it do nothing? If message. Oh, it actually does something. If this dot battle return, we don't want to enter another battle if we are already in a battle. Now this one can just be moved down. The flee command. Please don't remember it. It's just for debugging. So if we type ambush here and we ambush again, now everything should be fine. I hope, definitely. We should end the battle now immediately. "30 seconds are very, very long." Defeat. Fortunately, none of us got any damage. But if we ambush again, it works. Nice. This time it actually works. for good. And let me put in here username equals. So I give you 3 the power. Mace is Grace. So let's say top. const admins equals, or let's say, yeah, let's call it admins. Whoops, my bad. Admin Maces Grace, and we want H Kostovich 1 without the colon, and we want, why does it say moderator? And we want, how do I type myself? TypeScript T time. XO. Now I need your help. If username dot, sorry, the other way around. Admins includes username and the message is an ambush, then do that. If debug fleeing, all right, you are now, as of now, you are admins of our server. Congratulations. You're not only level 2, but you've also reached the level of administrator. Congratulations in our little game here. So yeah, it's an honor. And as the honor of the day, you can also type !ambush, please, in the chat so that we see that it actually works. Because I'm not 100% sure whether username is just the username or it's actually the display name, maybe. No, it works. Sweet. Nice. And I hope I can now debug flee. Does it work? Not sure. I hope it does. Defeat. I think it doesn't shut down. This.battle.shutdown. The debug fleeing does not work 100% because this guy still works. Public. Called autumn. So what happened there? We had that the battle is actually set to undefined here in this line, line 93, but because the set timeout or the set interval was still running, it did not free the memory really for this.battle. I mean, this.battle was free, but the object of battle still existed and the set interval still worked. So it was still actually doing the battle. So what we want to do is probably this.battle.endBattle. Once more. If this.game loop, then do this. Babams. So now we should be able to !ambush, and we should be able to, or we don't. Did I break it? Connected to server. !ambush. Hello? Testing. That one still works. !ambush is not because my display name is different. TypeScript T time from the actual username. Yeah. So there's a difference between the username and the display name. In my case, so if you look at the URI, you're currently at twitch.com/io / TypeScript tea time, everything written in small letters. And that's the username, while my display name actually has the capitals inside the Pascal case. That's why I was actually not an administrator. In other words, the debug flea was not broken in the sense that that was also the case. The battle was still going on, even though we said we resetted the variable this.battle. But the debug flea was actually not triggering for me because I was not an administrator. So if I ambush now, it still doesn't work. TypeScript tea time. Oh, geez, I can't write my own. Oh. Huh. Do I have another typo? It was working for you, Mace's Grace, right? It was working for you. Why is it not working for me? Huh. Do I have to include the brackets? It also doesn't work for you. Only Mace's Grace is now an administrator. Congratulations, Mace. Congratulations, you've done it. You've taken over the TypeScript tea time. We are forever in your debt. You're a certified dungeon. Are you seriously? Congratulations. Yeah, that must be it. You're a dungeon master. So we should probably say this DMs. Supreme Leader Mace. We're saluting in front of you. Why are you not working? Tell me. If this.battle return. Can Mace, can you !ambush once more? Just to see that it's still working for you, or maybe I broke something else. Oh no, I should have staged everything down. !ambush, please. That would help me a lot. The Supreme Leader went to bed, apparently. Because we're on our own. We have to figure it out. DMs includes username. Do you see this? Why does it not? Ah, because it's dictionary, I guess. Chat user state. It is message type or username or bits. Okay. I think we fixed it. Yes! A wild marrow. What's a marrow? Oops. Wrong Chrome tab, my bad. Marrow. Like so. Inaga. But under the sea. Ah. Wi-Fi was gone. Goodbye, Wi-Fi. Goodbye, my Wi-Fi. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one You have been the one for me. It works. Stage. So many high fives here. In other words, we can actually say, can play multiple rounds with new adventurers each time. Do we actually reset the... We reset the party. Yeah, we reset the complete battle actually. And the party as well. So everybody has to join again. Sweet, 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 sweet. Let's see, we have a to-do here. That should be easy enough. I think we can go to... That should be easy enough to check. On the one hand, we can just do test. Jest, thank you. Oh no. Did we break something? Chatbot should be defined. That's fine. Anything else? Chatbot is breaking. T, adventurer. Adventurer controller should be defined. Okay, let's fix some tests. README. That's fine, we did that. We go to the README. So we do fix tests. At least get them up and running again. Test or spec? How did we call them? I'm running the wrong tests. That's why. What I need to run is the end-to-end tests, because that's the stuff that we actually wrote. Yarn test end-to-end. Let's see. Hopefully everything still works. I sure hope so. No, because the import is wrong. Yeah, the import looks very wrong. Why is the import wrong now? From dot slash adventurer. Is that it already? Oh. Ooh. Let's see. I think so. The problem that we have here now with our end-to-end tests is whenever we actually start the server, it tries to immediately connect us with TMI.js. We don't want that in our tests, of course. So what I'm going to do is the following. Where's TMI? TMI.js here. If process.env. Let's see, connect to Twitch, then connect. Otherwise, don't do it. And all we do now is in package. Wait, where? Well, let's say don't connect to Twitch. That's easier probably. And we go to here and we say don't connect to Twitch equals true. And because it's if don't connect to Twitch equals true, then don't do it. Which means then do nothing, else actually connect. So actually what we want to do is this, right? Man, complicated. So if it's not true, then connect. If it is true, then don't connect. I think that's it. It's a workaround. There are better ways to do this. But for now, I think we're fine with doing it like this. It works. Yes. So tests are fixed. We can set the README here. We are currently again at the point where we want to clean up some to-dos. And I think one cleanup then we can remove. So we have all these tests which say should respond with 400 bat request for integer username on post. Ah, that's a different level, right? I think, yeah, set to false to save without validating. I think it validates by default. So let's do it like this. And now run the end-to-end tests again. And then we see, yep, everything is fine. And even if we do something like saved adventurer dot, I don't know, experience equals hello, and we say as any, sorry, adventurer. If we do this, now it should error still on database level. Yes, it does. Got internal server error. That's fine by me, as long as it fails. So validation works. And we have one less thing to worry about. Integration test battles. Yeah. Let's think about some other stuff for the time being. Resolve to-dos. We actually don't have any to-dos right now. The migrations, we don't really need them. Display attack messages in a visible place. Yeah, so that comes to the point, how do we actually render everything? So currently it's working, right? Yeah, it is. So let's say episode 15? I forgot to update the message today. So we are in episode 15. It works. NestJS, Node, DnD fights and Twitch chat. TypeScript keep time. Sorry. Let me just put in a description here. Okay, that should be it. So we have kind of three things left. So Wally works. DnD battles. completed. We can integration test. We can start thinking about rendering, which is probably more of a question of what do we actually want to do. We can, for example, think about exposing the battle log and then displaying that one because currently everything is on the server. Or we can try to deploy the stuff, which is possible but might be complicated. And yeah, I will skip over a lot of stuff probably if I do that. So you have the choice. Writing bot messages to Twitch chat. I don't want to get banned again. So currently I would prefer to avoid that at this point. Or we can actually work on the feature. Like persisted HP, for example. Or what else can we do? Features are good. Let's maybe avoid getting banned. Yeah. Features are good. Yeah, the question is, what do we want then? I mean, we can do a lot. As I said, renders are possible, or we can add items, maybe loot API. Yeah, before doing loot API, I would let's see. Yeah, let's collect stuff. Feature ideas. So loot. I think about persisted health plus regeneration or revives or health potions. And whoever dies is died for good. Probably it's me who's first going to die because nobody's ever going to revive me. That's one thing I'm thinking about, which is at least more, let's say, better scoped. Loot, if we want to go for loot, we should think about what it actually means. So this would mean equipment for character, maybe a backpack first of all, then backpack, and yeah, maybe the MVP is every item in backpack applies +1 damage. Items. Equipment for character in the sense of 1 times head, 1 or 2 times shoulders or arms, say hands. 1 time weapon, and 1 times armor, and 1 times leg armor, something like that. But that's probably more involved. Rendering stuff would also be cool. I think so too. Rendering. We can try Phaser.js. I'm fairly familiar with that one. And from there we can try to, like, oops, my bad. have, for example, what's it called? RPG characters. RPG character. RPG sprites. And I do want to have CC0 probably. Open game mode. That's not it. RPG items on screen, blah blah blah, platformer. I want characters. Browse 2D art. Did it work? Browse 2D art, RPG characters. 2D art, and I do want to have CC0, and let's go, let's do it. Something like maybe Final Fantasy style. No, that didn't work. What's this one? Loot API would be so great. Would it be? I think, would it be compared to seeing things? Let's say it like this. I do think loot is amazing. What I'm worried about is that our whole project is slightly invisible. And one thing that I think about doing this is I have a browser source running with Phaser.js. So browser source is so OBS is the open broadcaster software, which I'm using to stream to you guys. And what it can do is include random or arbitrary, let's say, you can include arbitrary web pages. Maybe I can display that. For example, this one. So if I add this one, screen capture browser source, browser, create browser test, okay, and I do want you there, for example. We can include this page here in our chat. And if we have a web page that, for example, uses Phaser.js RPG to just have kind of a, in the simplest sense, kind of this. On the left side, you have all the characters from our team, and on the right side, you have the monster. And then whenever an attack happens, the monster or the person moves to the monster and does, I don't know, maybe it does an attack animation. Probably first of all it shows the damage applied to it, and yeah, all I have to do is have to run this web page, and it will fetch everything from the backend with the help of this battle log that we have. So we just need to expose that, and then we have stuff. We can see things. So it's not as abstract as reading all of this log that we have up here. Probably was deleted at some point. Yeah, it was deleted. So before going for loot and adding new features, I probably would go with this one. Even though if we want to start that now, it might be more complicated because I have to start a complete new repository and stuff. How do I get rid of the browser? Screen capture. How do I get rid of you? Oh no. Yes. Okay, that worked. Yeah, Phaser.js is pretty cool. Definitely. So any experiences with Phaser.js on your sites? So this page, currently it's Phaser 3, although there's also still Phaser 2 around. Phaser 3 is actually, I think it's TypeScript first. No, it's not TypeScript first, but you have some experience with Phaser. That's amazing. Nice. And yeah, from there on, we basically you build HTML games. For example, I don't know, and it runs in the browser in particular. So for example, in this case, it just aligns all these items, and we would do something similar probably. But of course, it can also do interesting stuff like demo, game config, game object, games. There we go. For example, avoid the germs. First game, flood fill. Anything remotely related to what we do? Not really. Yeah, but here you can see the list of games. And in this case, for example, they've built Snake with the help of JavaScript in this case, but you can also write TypeScript. And it's not too much, as you can see, for the 335 lines with all the white space for a JavaScript Snake copy clone. So that said, we have kind of two parts here. Web page plus game with Phaser.js. And we need to expose the game log to API. And ideally, we stream this. Like in the sense of we don't reload the whole page again and again, but we get a stream of events from the back end in the front end, and then we can react to the event messages, which works very well in particular with our already message-based communication system, our event log. We just need to expose it. So I would start here and prepare the... Okay, two questions. Are you interested at all in the deployment? If not, I will just do it, make it run until next week probably, and then we will just use it. And I maybe for 10-15 minutes go over how it's getting deployed, but not much more. The alternative is rendering is more interesting. Yeah, I thought so. it's also definitely more accessible. um, all the DevOps stuff is more like, what is happening? In that case, so to-dos for Mirko. Until next week. So I will set up a base Phaser.js project with, I do have a template essentially, but it's outdated by now. And I do want to get to the newest versions of everything again. As well have Prettier installed. What else? Well, proper version of TypeScript and tests. No, no tests, probably. Probably no tests in this case. We're just rendering. I will do that. And I will deploy the app to, so as a spoiler, to AWS Fargate. It's basically, I will Dockerize this app, which is fairly simple. And then AWS Fargate is like Heroku. It just takes the Docker image and then says, okay, now I run it. Plus, as a database, I will not use Mongo. I will use AWS DocumentDB, which is a compatible MongoDB. I'm not sure whether they're actually running MongoDB or not, but it's an AWS service for JSON-based databases, document-based databases. And the good thing is you just write your, like we did, we have our regular Mongo client, and you connect, however, to AWS DocumentDB instead of regular Mongo. And then everything will be accessible via a load balancer because it's simpler to set up. I do have all of this basically set up for a different NestJS app. The only place where I'm slightly worried is type goose, because it was making trouble a lot. So that's my to-do. And for now, we will aim to expose the game log. So if you want to see the, where's my, here in the GitHub, GitHub, you can actually find, so an episode 13.5. Yes, 13.5, because it was out of schedule and I actually streamed it, half of it. This is the how I will deploy everything. Other than that, we will now do Socket.io, I suppose, because it's simple, it works, and I know how to use it. Socket.io, what does it do? It uses WebSockets, and as a transport at least, and basically you are allowed to have event-based messaging between client and external. And I suppose NestJS Socket.io is probably a thing. Gateways, NestJS platform Socket.io. Thank you. Published 5 days ago. So it's even up to date. Perfect. 6 days ago. Philosophy, blah, 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 blah. Tell me about platform Socket.io. Or let's maybe go here. Did I post the link? No, I didn't. Yeah. We will probably not use the newest version, but another one that's easier and better supported probably by all the projects. Let's see, where is NestJS here? Documentation. They do have a lot of recipes and stuff. And what I want is open app recipes. Here we go. WebSockets. This is probably it. And it supports WebSocket.io out of the box. Perfect. So this is probably what we're going to use. And the basic idea is the following of Socket.io. Socket.io basic idea. You have one server which runs Socket.io server, and you have many clients, typically many clients. So you can use it, for example, for chat messages, or for instant messaging, or for real-time data also and stuff. The idea is these clients, like front ends, for example, but it could be in theory something else, run. So they are running Socket.io client, and then they connect. Client connects to server. Client, and as of then, both can send messages in both directions. Both server and client can send messages, or if you want to call it events, and you can choose who you want to send to. You can either send to individual users or broadcast. How do you write broadcast? Like so. Okay. So that's the basic idea. And yeah, that's what we are going to do. So for that, so I don't know how, I do know how to use Socket.io without NestJS, but I don't know how to use it with NestJS together. So that's something new for me. Hot reloading, blah, 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 blah. CRUD. Where did Socket.io go? Up here. Okay, perfect. So most of the concepts discussed elsewhere in this documentation, such as dependency injection, decorators, exception filters, pipes, guards, and interceptors. So we have seen the dependency injection. We have seen decorators. We, like, for example, at get or at post. We have seen exception filters for our document, for our database errors. We have seen pipes for the validation pipeline. I don't think we have seen guards, but that's fine, and interceptors as well. And they all apply to gateway. Okay, wherever possible, Nest abstracts implementation detail so that the same component can run across HTTP-based platforms, WebSockets, and microservices. Okay? Are we still talking about WebSockets? Yeah. This section covers the aspects that are specific to WebSockets. Ah, perfect. Okay. In Nest. A gateway is a simple class denoted with WebSocket gateway decorator. Technically, gateways are platform agnostic, which makes them compatible with any WebSockets library, which is good because we will use one. There are two WebSocket platforms supported out of the box, Socket.io and DWS, which is probably for WebSocket. You can choose the one that's best for you. Also, you can build your own adapter. No, thank you. Gateways can be treated as providers. We've seen those. This means they can inject dependencies through the class constructor. Also, gateways can be injected by other classes as well. Installation. And this is what we are going to do. Actually, we are doing this one-to-one, probably. So, we do install NestJS WebSockets and platform socket.io. Let's see how far we get here. The minimum that I want to reach is actually just a very basic connection between NestJS and any other service. No, thank you for the npm update. And we also install the socket.io server types. It does depend on version 2.3 and 3.0 client. Wait, what? Socket depends on... Okay, so we need to use socket.io 2 for everything. That's fine. Socket.io 2 is, I think, the version that was used for the longest time and is still active. In general, each gateway is listening on the same port as the HTTP server, unless your app is not a web application. Okay, so it's listening on port 80 for WebSocket traffic as well. Default behavior can be modified. Yeah, we will do that. How do we actually start? Gateway value service provider. Okay. So maybe, but only maybe, we can do the following. We do WebSocket or WebSocket gateway dot gateway.ts gateway.ts and now we export a class WebSocket gateway. Bams. And it has to be decorated with this, right? That's the basic idea. From there, do we have to mark it as add injectable as well? Or add inject? Which one is it? Add injectable. Like so. And we have a different port. I think we have 3000. And then we put this into the module as a provider right here, import it. And now we can start. Handle event, connect socket, client. So do we still have the documentation for 2.0 somewhere? That would be great. Okay, let's read. This one we actually did read. You can also set a namespace used by the gateway. We don't need a namespace right now. Thank you. we need to also reference them in the providers array. That's what we did. Okay. We already did that right here. So that one's done. You can pass any supported option. Yeah, thank you. The gateway is now listening. That's it. Seriously? But we have not yet subscribed to any incoming messages. Wait, we want to be the server. Ah, that's fine. I think even as a server, we are basically also a client which receives connect events at least, and also other events, if I'm not mistaken. So so the gateway is now listening. Maybe we leave this here, the namespace. But we have not yet subscribed to any incoming messages. Let's create a handler that will subscribe to the events messages and respond to the user with the exact same data. Yeah, let's do that. Are you guys still following? It might be a little complicated to see through. So I'm asking, and this returns the data. You're still following. Perfect. Thank you. Console.log. So I just want to log the data. That's all I wanted. All I ever wanted was to log the data. They are imported. Okay, perfect. If you would prefer not to use decorators, I do want to use decorators. Although they are kind of hard to understand. So what happens here? In the example above, the handle event takes 2 arguments. The first one is the platform-specific socket instance, while the second one is the data received from the client. This approach is not recommended because it requires mocking the socket instance in each unit test. Okay, perfect. Once the event message is received, the handler sends an acknowledgement with the same data that was sent over the network. In addition, it's possible to emit messages using a library-specific approach, for example, by making use of client emit. In order to access a connected socket instance, use connected socket. Pop, 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 pop. Is that already it? So what we definitely need is, so let me socket IO to client wait, I do think I have a project. Let's see. Pro singularity, not this one. Pro singularity. And somewhere in here, not socket IO. We did have a mini project which used socket IO, but I don't remember which one. This one. Unitaushi. Registry styles, deployment, test, index.ts, window, scenes. So this is, by the way, a phaser project that I had once. Toading battle scene, I guess. Do we have socket here? Yeah, this.socket.on and IO and whatnot. So we can probably steal from here. Stop thinking for yourself. Just start stealing all over the place. Let me just switch on the lights for a second. All right. Now, so from here, I think we can just steal. Okay. It's a complete NPM. Maybe we can just steal it. If we are lucky, we can just steal it. So we do dot cd oni taushi. And if I do yarn dev inside of here, we do see a little game. And I also want to start VS Code here. So what we want is connect to the correct server. This is the server side. We don't want to have the server side. We want to look into the client side. Animations, battles, battle scene. Yeah. And we want to connect to localhost 3000, which is perfect. So as soon as we are connected, I would just like to this.socket.on some string. Oh, we did call it events, right? Events. I just want to say hello. On player joined, welcome. Isn't there a connected event somewhere? Connection. So as soon as we get a connection, did I close it again? So we do want to connect to localhost 3000, which is running our, which is not running our, okay, which is now running our WebSocket thing. Address in use. What is happening? Address is already in use. Ah, because I'm in the wrong directory. cd server, yarn dev. So we have the server running. Address already in use. Why? Where? Netstat tulpen. Grab colon 3000. The server yarn dev. Why does it say where is it? This one is running on 8080 as far as I know. Error event on server instance at, maybe the problem is that we are listening for HTTP connections as well as As well as with the WebSocket on the same. Yeah, okay, that was a problem. It doesn't like that the port is the same, apparently. Then I want you to connect to there. And whenever we receive events, this.socket.emit events. And we say the data is all pirates live for me have to go off. Okay, thank you for joining. Was a pleasure to see you again. Hope you enjoyed your tea. We did make a lot of progress. We've basically got it ready, except for the deployment. And we are now working on kind of a extended project. So thank you again, Mace. What was it, Mace the Overlord or something? Kind of forgot your title. Well, Your Highness, may your soul be blessed. And yeah, hope to see you next time. See ya, have a good one. Whoa. For whatever reason, my guitar fell down. Yeah, okay, everything is fine. Bye-bye, was fun. I'm excited to see the progress next week. Yeah, I hope I find the motivation and it works halfway with the deployment. And then we can actually hopefully work on the rendering stuff, where we actually can see things with our eyes. So hello from Onitaoshi. Yeah. Does it? Not. Oh, that works. So we have it running on 301. We have this one running on connecting to 301. And I sure hope. So this is the beautiful game from back then. Do we actually receive anything? Anything? Just like anything? Nothing? What does the namespace do? I have no idea. Maybe we throw out the namespace again. Like so. Fulfills chosen pattern events. Sounds good. So I do want to connect, and I do want to write events hello from Onitaoshi. And now the page should. Wait, something is confusing. This is the active one. This is undefined, that's fine. Do we see anything? It works. It's magic. A lot of. Jeez. A lot of magic. So the problem was the namespace. So basically all we did is add this one. And all of a sudden it works. Cool. There was. That's surprising. That is surprising. So Let's see. Yeah. At least to a small degree. So for my to-dos, the Phaser project, see or reference Unitaushi is good. And other than that, we don't want to subscribe to messages. We actually want to send messages. That's what's confusing me here. But I think it does say subscribe. No, how do we actually send messages? That's because we're the server. We actually just want to send everything over. Other than that, it works. So that's, by the way, this project here from April 2020. Basically a button bashing game where you just click, 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 and you connect with your phone to to the project, and then you just click very, very often together as a team to defeat the Oni. Now let's see. Now we want to send stuff. Now when a client emits the message as follows, events name nest, the handle event method will be executed. Okay, will be executed. In order to listen for messages emitted from within the above handler, the client has to attach a following acknowledgement listener. Okay, that's fine. Well, let's also try that. So when we inside of here receive something, we receive some data which is of type any, then we just want to console.log data inside events callback, and console.log the data vamps. So now we should hopefully see, if I reload this, nothing. So we do get the hello. Do we actually return it? We do return it. It doesn't send it. Emit events data console.log data. So apparently we can do the following. Put all of this inside of here and expect this as a response. Here a bracket and then go. That's probably not going to work. Oh, it worked. Okay, it does work. Data inside events callback, hello from Onitashi. So now we can at least, we have the direction that the client can send to the server and the server can answer back. But what we want to do is actually just send from the server. And to do that, we have to find out how we send. Lifecycle server. Occasionally we may want to direct access to the server. No, I just want to send stuff. Maybe. I don't want to respond. How do I actually send stuff? Do I... Maybe we can just say add. Well, let's maybe look into this guy here. Okay. Decorators. Subscribed, socket, gateway decorator, message body, gateway server. WebSocket server, connected socket. Okay. Add subscribe message. Let's say initial or init. Initial sync, maybe. And we say, if you get client to server. So at the very beginning, we want the let's see. We want the client. We want the so once the client connects to server. Oops. The server sends the initial data, game log, and as of then, the server sends running updates. About the game, or sends new game log events. So that's the basic approach that we want to have. And I do think this is possible. We just return something, and this gets called at some time. We can answer maybe. Connects to server. Let's do it like this. Client sends initial sync request. Then the server responds with an initial game log, and then it just pushes. Yep. Okay. I think we've got an idea. Right here we want to put in the game log, game log here, blah blah, and we have a basic idea of what we're going to what we want to do. I think that's enough for this week. Thank you everybody for joining. It was a pleasure again, as usual. So you can find everything online in the GitHub. I will push it there in a minute. So we can remove this part. Let's clean slightly up. We can remove that part. We can put this here. To do this until next week, episode 16, I think. And from there we take it. Let's see how we take it from there. will remove the WebSocket here for now. So that it's easier to deploy. To do enable WebSockets again. And yeah, so thank you very much. We did essentially finish our project. Woo! That was the wrong one. Exclamation mark HF. We did finish our project with DnD battles in chat, which we can run now very easily. As you can see, it's actually still listening. And yeah, next time we will look into WebSockets and render everything on the front end side. That's going to be fun, I think. Until then, I will probably do the deployment as well as do one more thing, which I already forgot again. Set up the repository so that we don't need to do that on stream. Yeah, other than that, I appreciate each and every one of you spending time with me here. It's always a pleasure and one of the best times of my week. And wish you a happy week. Have a good one.